Historic Solomon's Island, established 1867. Okay, there's the information center. Okay, and this is the island that the road that takes you down. And Captain's Table's across the street with Comfort Inn. There's Holiday Inn Express down there. And we're going to take a walk down this way. Just by chance, Boston is coming to town this August 16th, 2012. And who hosted is Calvert Marine Museum. And right across from the information center, okay, we have Calvert Marine Museum. Really a great place to visit. All right, and across the street from them, where the information center is, if you go down this road to the end, you can actually get underneath the bridge where you can actually, I think it's $5 fee to put your boat into the water. There's a pier down there that you can fish. I don't know what the fee is down there. I never fished on that pier. Okay, so we're going to go, I'm going to drive a little bit down this way. There's a farm on the right hand side. There's some restaurants on the left. And as we go around the island, I will show you and point out different areas that might interest you if you decide to visit this place. I have a few businesses that are on Solomon's Island. Dry Dock, my wife and I ate there for our anniversary a few years back, and really a nice place to eat. Don't think we've been at any of those businesses, but there's plenty around. There's a few other places down. The Stonies is down there, Catamarans, and we'll go even further down. I'm going to park on the side where the pier starts, and then start taking videos from both sides there. CD Cafe is also down here on the left-hand side as we walk down toward where the pier is. Really good food, nice closed atmosphere. Okay, this is where the pier starts, and you can see some of the scenery here is absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk on this side, but I'm going to take video on that side. That way you can get some idea as you're walking down what it might look like. So there's a Catholic church here. Our Lady Star of the Sea. That's actually my church. And that's the old historic church. The new church is in the back. You see the top of it over the trees, and we can see a better view of that, I think, from when we get past Catamarans and Stonies. So we're going to continue walking down, but isn't that view absolutely amazing? So sorry for the bouncing camera, I am walking along. And I don't like YouTube's way of smoothing out the camera, so I'll pause every once in a while. Here's another museum that is the Oyster House. Okay, so now it's part of the Calvert Marine Museum, and it is open to the public. And another view of the area around here. Here's Stoney's Kingfisher. Excellent, top-notch place to eat. Absolutely love it. And then after that we have our jet ski rentals. There's a boat. You can actually, not sure how much it is per person, but you can take a boat out and catch some really big fish. And a tackle box, so you can get all your gear. Okay, at the tackle box you can get ice cream, and I think there's some charter boats back there also. They have bunkies, which I've heard of them. They've ran some things on the radio contest and so on. They do some pretty good charters. After the charter boats, we have Solomon's United Methodist Church. And there are a total of 3 churches on Solomon's Island. Enough to suit about anybody. After that is Catamarans. They've gone through a few managers. I think it's getting better and better every time. Hopefully they've found a pretty steady one. Okay, another view of catamarans. It is a steak, seafood cantina. And they usually have somebody playing the guitar out here. This is about the location of it. So it's pretty good entertainment. After the catamarans, we have your public facilities. And the sheriff's satellite station's back there, and we have a little gazebo for relaxing. And their old clock, usually on time. And then we have Southern Maryland Sailing Association with a very old car that's in front of them. I think there's a real estate agent that's there also. Heron's Call is here. There's some different dentistry and so on that's on the island. And a very small sign above this. Oh, that's Pet Salon in Bounty, located in the back of the building. And there's a spa. And here's a clothing store. There's a gallery looks like a gallery next door. Buildings are very close together, as you see. We're going to go take a look at DiGiovanni's Dock of the Bay. Very nice Italian seafood restaurant. This is their parking lot. They have real estate on both sides going back. So we're going to walk back there and take a look. A couple of mallards for your viewing pleasure. Bunch of them on the island here. And when you come in here, you want to park as close to DiGiovanni's as you can, only because there is DiGiovanni's parking's back here also. They have signs up. I'm sure that is somebody else's house. So we're going to continue walking back. Well, I knew the owner when it was Jerry DiGiovanni, and they've sold to somebody else. And since it says there's warning, there's security cameras, I'm not going to walk back there. But there are slips that are available through DiGiovanni's. And the view is absolutely outstanding back here. If I get kicked out, that's one thing, we'll find out. But there's their big sign. You want to take a look back here. This is how you get in. There's our main entrance, and it says, "Come in, we are open." So it looks like they're open for lunch. That's pretty sweet. This is a view from this is their eating area back here. And this is the view you get when you eat back here. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that beautiful? And just after DiGiovanni's, people coming by want to go up. Okay, and then we have some souvenirs outfitters, and then we have St. Pete's Church. So it's we have three churches all together on Solomon's Island, and we all actually work together. I'm going to back out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. St. Peter's Episcopal Church. Okay, and that's what the door looks like. Very nice looking church. If you come around the corner here, we have Solomon's Island Yacht Club. So if you feel like you have a yacht and you want to join a club, it's available. And as we walk down, there are a lot of shops together. There's people here, so I'm going to mainly aim at the sign. It's a key lime pie kitchen, Kim's Kitchen. As we walk down to where the road splits, it's a big circle back there where the science lab is. And I see a sign saying Lighthouse Inn, fine restaurant. That used to be it before it got flooded out and caught fire during one of the hurricanes. So looks like they're rebuilding it. I really hope that is who will come back. and it would be nice if they do. But right now, Lighthouse Inn does not exist. Walking down here, this is where we came from, back there. That's where the water is. Actually, there's water all around us. But that's the famous Tiki Bar. Alright, if you're ever on this side of the island, the Tiki Bar is a really big event when it's a grand opening. We're going to get a little closer to there. I hope there's not a whole lot of people at the bar. It looks like all the chairs are stacked up. And that's a good thing. YouTube doesn't like it when we put people on there without their permission. And I totally understand that. So let's move up here. There's some more charter boats. It looks like they're all out. That's great. If during a weekday, this is a Monday, so if the charter boats are out on a weekday, that's pretty darn good. There's a few of them there. Okay, some pretty good looking boats out there too. Let's take a look. Some nice older looking boats sitting out there. And under here, the water does not go underneath the road here. There's Sergeant's barbecue, grilled barbecue, and that's the Tiki Bar. Small place, but I'm telling you what, it's a happening place. You can look down in the back there. I've never been there, but from the word of mouth, it is a happening place during the nighttime. Kind of Hawaiian set with all the pine trees, or what is it, coconut trees? I don't know, things they have in Florida and Hawaii. Okay, and we're going to go on down. There's another restaurant right on the water over there. There's just past the Tiki Bar. Okay, there's a Harbor Island Marina and Calypso Bay, which is a crab house. Calypso Bay is way back there past the crane. There's the Marina office, which has a gift store inside. It says the Porthole Gift Shop to the right of the door, and that's right across from where the crane is. And we're going to walk up here. There's a really nice place here. I serve there. I work on computers. I've been inside there working on the computers, and it is a beautiful place. But I would probably do this one first before go to the crab house because the boats are in the way. This is Solomon's Victorian Inn, bed and breakfast. Okay, they do have Navair rates, quite lower than actual civilian rates, but it's a beautiful place inside. And then I want to probably go across the street. I'm going to raise the camera so and see if we can get in there and close it. Let's see if I can get a good eye on that. That's the Calypso Bay Crab House, right on the water. This is the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science. The science lab is all over this island back here, and we're going to walk around it. And then we got my favorite 3 ducks. Every season they change the clothes on these ducks, and sometimes you'll see some mallards swimming in the little pool. It belongs to the homeowner there. Every once in a while she's out, and I get to talk to her. And a very nice person. We're coming up to the end of the island. Back there's where the ducks are that I just pointed out. Okay, and we have this area over here. I can't really zoom in too much with a wide angle lens. It's a visitor center for the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science, the Chesapeake Biological Library. It has a visitor center in there, and there's lab tours, and they put up like today at 2 p.m. So, and this is where you would go to get in there. All right, very nice tours. I have not been on one, but I have heard from other people that they're very informative tours. They have a traffic circle up here. This is brand new because this whole area here, people get caught up in. And now they have a nice little traffic circle in there. Coming up to the end of the island, and we're getting ready to go around to the right, down that way. We actually worked on a house around there for Christmas in April. The Knights of Columbus out of our church did that last year, I think it was. This is the view from, I'm going to go in the middle of the traffic circle. We go in the middle of the traffic circle, and this is the view. Pretty nice, isn't it? That's the main office for the science lab. They have a little history here. I'm not going to stop for it. When you visit, you can stop by and take a look. That's the main sign out front, but I want to point this out. Okay, there's the flags. Look at the size of this pier. Too bad it's closed to the public. It's for the science lab only. You imagine being all the way out there, what kind of crabs and fish we can catch. This is the view from the opposite side of where that traffic circle is. So we're getting ready to go back onto the island. This is from, actually it's nice to be standing in the shade because it's over 95 degrees out and I'm kind of sweating pretty good with the humidity. But isn't that a view? Wow. That's the road I just walked out of, going around the science lab, and this is our maintenance facility. And I just wanted to point out something. There's a lot of drainage around here. Okay, and you'll see it on this side of the house, road too. This island does flood during hurricanes, so there's a lot of drainage around here. There are some things when I do my walking. I usually walk from that way and going back this way around and then going around there. I lost about a good 80 pounds on this island. But one thing that catches my eye is that vehicle right there. That is the Thing. I think made by VW. It's an old car, but it's still in really good condition. As we walk out back to where the main area is, you're going to see areas like this, wide open areas with no houses on. This is somebody's private property. They have parties on it and all, and they do ask that the public stays off of their land. So keep that in mind if you do come down here. There's plenty of parks around that you can have fun in, Cove Point Park and different areas, but this is not the place to have it. All right, just to give you as we go up the hill here, these houses evidently get saved by a lot of the flooding. They are down. If you notice, the road is up high and it drains down into the house. So if the water comes over this, it's going to get them. We're on the highest hill now, probably in. This is a one-way road, I think. This is one way. I don't know why a car's coming this way. Anyway, this is a pretty nice view from up on the top of a hill. I got to get out of the way. I can't believe a car's going the wrong way on a one-way street. Coming down the hill. Let's see if I can get a little closer. There are mallards down there. I see one male up on the wood, and all those are females down there. Look how, a little muddy, I guess, but not dirty, which is nice. So, come around this house. Look how low to the water this house is. It's on blocks on the water. Can you imagine when it's extra high tide, plus feet, working on this thing? Somebody's fishing, like a fishing pole's out there and fishing. And we're coming out of the area back there that is one way. The speed limit's on one side, and there's a one-way sign. The guy did turn around, so I didn't have to get out of the way after all. And there's the lighthouse again. And I'm going to come up here, and this is the other side of the Solomon's Pier. I'll walk down on the boardwalk there and continue recording. There are dog waste bags available to try and keep the area clean, and water fountains are made with a doggy water fountain on the bottom. Pretty neat idea. At least they're thinking of the pooches. And that's the other side of the Solomon's Pier, along with the bridge. That's the other side of the pier. There's Stoney's truck. That's Solomon's Pier. Kingfishers. Excellent place to eat. And we're going to go walk on the boardwalk. It started on this. This boardwalk was just replaced a couple of years ago. All the wood was peeling up, and this is that high-grade plastic stuff that looks like wood. They didn't do handrails yet. I guess they're waiting for that to actually fail. The other handrails were done. And there is no skating on this, no crabbing, nothing. Something I want to point out is as you're walking along, there's little history notes on the handrails. Okay, and that is the gazebo with the restrooms across the street. So I'm going to end the video here. If you like the video, go ahead and share it with friends, especially if you're going to travel to Maryland and visit down where NAS Pax River is, Naval Air Station, which they are. I could have pointed out, it's on the other side of that pier, way down on St. Mary's side. Okay, and someday they'll make that a 4-lane bridge. Right now it's got 2 lanes, one going each way. If a car breaks down, it stops the traffic. So anyway, if you like the video, share it with a friend, give me a thumbs up. Hey, send some suggestions, please. What kind of videos you would like to see. Bye now. That's Solomon's Pier. That's Stoney's out there. It's the second Stoney's. There's 2 of them on the island. As you see, there's people sitting on the far end of the pier and sitting inside a building. A beautiful view of the bay, including our big bridge down there that goes over to, that's the St. Mary's side of Maryland. We're on the Calvert side. Okay, and some seafood markets and outfitters, Western outfitters. On the way back, there's an ice cream place with a playground for the kids on the left-hand side, right across from where the bridge is that goes over to St. Mary's County. I wanted to show you something here. Between the museum and the church, the water that runs underneath the road. It actually runs under the road going out to the other side over there. And as we turn around going this side, we can see where the inlet is that runs right along here. And that comes across here. And if we can get across the street, what you're going to do, I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, and the water spits out over here. I don't know if I can get how far down I can get here because it is no trespassing on the pier. We're going to step out on this part so you can see where it goes underneath the road. So Solomon's Island is actually really an island. There's Solomon's Boat Rental, and that's the last place on the left coming out of Solomon's Island.